Our Switzerland journey started with fondue in Zurich, plans to see Taylor Swift at the Eras Tour, before packing our bags and heading to Lucerne to wander the beautiful streets and capture stunning sights of the river. We also stayed in an old reformed prison, which was honestly really cool. Then we decided it was time to pack our bags again and head to the Swiss Alps. We stayed in a small hostel-like accommodation. We did have a private room, but we shared a bathroom, which was fine with us.
Wow.
Our hotel even had this cool little tourist card, which had a ton of discounts and free activities to do. We immediately went to go take advantage of the free gondola ride since it was supposed to close in a few hours. And if you know anything about Switzerland, you know that there is not a lot of free things. A lot of things are very expensive. So we were very excited. The gondola had a lot of pretty views, and the operator even told us that the town we were staying in, Meringen, was actually where the meringue was invented. So, fun fact you learned from this video. We also spent way too long playing whatever game this is.
Oh, no shot. Oh. There you go. You got it. Oh.
There wasn't a whole lot to do at the top, so we ended up just going right back down after soaking in some of the amazing views. And then we also had a chance to talk to the operator again and learn more about the local area, so that was really nice. When we got down, we ran into this playground and we had to play on this thing, and we definitely need more of these in America.
That was fun.
Who needs paragliding?
What do you mean? Go ahead.
Today we're going to Interlaken and really excited. There's supposed to be lots of things to do and it's supposed to be really pretty. So I guess we'll see. We had booked paragliding in Interlaken, so there wasn't a whole lot of time to kill before we had to go. But we did stop by McDonald's just to check out the menu.
So I've been seeing a lot of things about the $25 Big Mac. But, yeah. Oh my gosh. Who started that rumor? 7. Maybe it's not so bad.
We finally made it to Interlaken after missing our train and being a little annoyed, but now we finally made it and we're watching people paragliding because we're about to do that in like an hour. I was a little nervous, but now after watching people, I feel like a lot better. So I think it'll be really fun and not scary, but we'll see, I guess. It's really cool looking where they are, like really cool. We headed to the paragliding office to get ready, and once we were there, they told us to load in this van, so we just agreed and followed them. They go over directions quickly in the van, but once you get there, it's pretty much get up and go. I watched Damien go first. He got with his guide, they put on the equipment, and then as soon as they started running, they took off. My guide needed to go to the bathroom first, so I had to wait for him, and I watched Damien and his guide first just hovering in the air waiting for me till my guide was gone from the bathroom. But then when he came back, we started running, and we lifted off so quick, there was really no time to be afraid. So we just finished paragliding, and honestly, even though it was expensive, it was totally worth it. It was so fun. You really get to like soak in the scenery, I feel like, or at least I did. He didn't feel like he did. He felt like maybe there was too much adrenaline, but I feel like it was very relaxing. So I guess it depends. If you like heights like me, it'd be very relaxing. My guide was really funny. His name was like Robin. He was really funny and nice. And they take all these pictures and videos, and you do have to pay extra. It's kind of expensive. It was like $40 each, so it's like a little pricey. So if you're booking that and you want pictures, add that in because it's not in the price when you book it.
And it's about $200 or so for the experience. If you're coming during peak season, make sure to book well in advance. We were waiting. We heard so many people try to book day of and get turned away. And they're like, oh, well, we have availability in like a couple days. And some people just, that wasn't an option for them.
And one thing to look too in the fine print is there are weight limits, and it's a lot smaller than you would think. We actually saw someone sadly get turned away. So make sure if you're going to book that you look and check all the requirements to make sure you're comfortable with that. So, but definitely do it if you are coming here and like you're not afraid of heights.
We didn't have a lot of time in the area, so we wanted to see as much as possible, which meant we got on a train and headed to the fairytale town of Lauterbrunnen. I had heard so much about this town, I was really excited to go and see it and see if it was worth the hype.
Okay, keep going.
Got our mic. We're in Lauterbrunnen. It's a valley of 72 waterfalls. You see one.
You're gonna count each one?
We're missing 70 of the waterfalls.
Yeah.
Some false advertisement. But, you know, no complaints so far. You see people up there paragliding. Probably not seeing them.
Once we got closer to the waterfall, we noticed that people were going up these steep stairs, so we decided to follow them, thinking maybe it gets you up higher and closer to the waterfall. Turns out it just leads to another viewpoint, but it was very pretty, and once we were up there, we noticed people were going in this tunnel, so we decided to go in the tunnel and see where it was going. Everyone seemed really confident, but we were not sure at all where it was going. Turns out it also just led to another viewpoint, but it was very impressive. And once you got up there, you had to turn around and go back through the tunnel.
This is my favorite part, the tunnel.
Once we made it back down, we decided just to head back to the station and go ahead and make our way to Grindelwald.
Finally made it to Grindelwald. It has been a long day. We've actually been to Interlaken and Lauterbrunnen, and now we're in Grindelwald. A lot of guides said to kind of split some of those towns up and do them different days, but we don't have a ton of time in Switzerland, so we kind of just wanted to squeeze them all in one day and see if we could. And I actually feel kind of good about it. I actually feel like it was enough time for us to walk through all the towns and kind of see what they're about. So if you're kind of like...
Say, all right, we're back.
Okay, well, we're back. The camera fell or died or something, but we actually had a pretty good time going to all three of them in one day. It was like a lot, but we made it work if you don't have a ton of time and you're like us. And I feel like we got like a good idea of what each place was about, and we did a lot of stuff. So I definitely think this might be my favorite, but I'd have to go through and look through my pictures to... Eating at the grocery store because it's very expensive here and we can't afford to eat out here. That is a very cool putt-putt. Probably the coolest putt-putt I've ever seen. It's definitely better than Fun Acres back home.
This town was absolutely stunning. The scenery was incredible, and you really felt like you were transported to some fairy tale or some adventure movie. It was just like none other. It was so beautiful. I definitely Definitely recommend just taking time and walking around.
Okay, we have just been sitting here for like the past like 10-15 minutes because this view is like incredible and it's so peaceful, and I think this is why we wanted to come here in the first place. There's lots of activities to do in this area, but honestly the best thing that we've had all day has been just like finding somewhere quiet to sit and being by yourselves. It is so relaxing and you really can just take it in, and feels like a very special moment. I love it.
Can you?
It started to get dark, so we went ahead and hopped on a train back to where we were staying to get ready for our big day tomorrow.
Okay, so we finally made it back to our hotel room. We are super tired, and we have to go to bed early because our train to Italy leaves tomorrow. So we have lots of packing to do, and we packed in so much in one day. While we are sad to leave Switzerland, our wallets are very happy because this place is expensive. I don't know if you've heard that, but I guess we're gonna sign off here because we have a big day ahead of us tomorrow.